howdy y'all, it's Shannon from Creative Chaos in Tennessee, and today I'm back with another Off the Board with Pineapple Papers, and today is Texture Thursday. So pretty much we look through our Pinterest boards and we use that as inspiration to create. So while looking through my Pinterest boards, I came across a layout that was very interesting to me. I had actually never saw a texture like this done. And it's very minimal, but it gives a high impact. So I thought, why not try it? I had the perfect pictures of my grandbabies digging for worms. And so while following this link, it doesn't have a video. It was actually featured in the Creative Scrapbooker magazine in 2016 in the fall issue. And it's actually, once I followed it, it's in memory of Christy Riopel, Riopel. I don't know how to pronounce that. But apparently she was featured. She was one of their, I guess, designers for the magazine. And it was an article called Mad for Mediums. And she answered different questions. I don't have this magazine, but maybe one of y'all do. And they said that it has several different variety of different ways to use gesso and texture paste. So, with this one, we're going to try it out. But it's going to be using a stencil and texture paste and sprays. And then on her layout, she had used cardboard from a box, and I thought that was really interesting. Adds lots of texture, but not a whole lot of bulk. But this is just a box flap I ripped off, and it exposed the insides of it. And like I said, I'm going to use this stencil because we were digging for worms, and this gives me a worm underground dirt look. So I'm going to use it. And then I actually created this title on the Cricut. It says Digging for Worms. And I added teal and pink to it since that's the colors and the pictures they were wearing. And this other little worm. So, for some reason my light isn't very good. Okay. But I created those. And then I have a bunch of random bugs. Some of these are Tim Holtz. Some of them are from Swaps. I don't know if I will use them, but I thought some more creepy crawlies on the page would be neat. So, I am just going to show you guys following the steps on here. And I will try to link this in my video below if I remember. If not and you're interested, just holler and I will do that because I sometimes forget. So I'm gonna bring my box over here. Oops, and bump the camera. But what you are doing is taking your spray, and they used let's see. They use Distress Spray Stain, and I'm going to use Distress Oxide Spray because this is all I have. So I'm hoping that we can kind of get the same look. I don't know, though. And I have this that would go really good with the colors, the gloss spray, but whenever you spray it on stuff like this, it don't come off. So I thought I better not do that. I'll just save it, and if I want to add some of that color to the layout, I can do that afterwards and not spray it with the stencil. So I'm just going to shake these up, but pretty much all you're going to do is you're going to spray onto your stencil with your ink. And it shows you could do this over a paper towel or whatever, but you're just going to spray multiple colors together on the stencil. And I definitely want to get the brown on there for the dirt. And then you are very carefully going to pick this up. And you are going to put the wet stencil onto your background. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to take your texture paste, and I'm using the Ranger texture paste because that's what I have, and it's almost empty. I'm going to put some out here on my piece of acetate, just so it's easier to get to with this spatula. And then you're just going to take your spatula with your texture paste on it, and you're going to rub it on over top of this to drag the color onto your layout. And it said you're going to move it a little bit so that it drags the color with it. And I think part of it is that she used bolder colors. And I might have used too much ink. I don't know. I've never done this before. I'm trying it with y'all. Because I just thought it looked cool. Okay, that looks kind of neat. Don't that look cool? And it colored the texture paste. Okay. I want to do it again for the bottom. I'm going to stick it back in my box. I'm going to spray. I don't know if I want to put the gray in it. I definitely want more of the pink and the brown so that it will the pink doesn't really show up super great because it's so light. And I'm going to put it this way this time. And I didn't add the gray in this time. And then it says you can let this naturally dry, or you can use a heat gun to dry it. And if you use a heat gun to dry it, that it will cause the texture paste to rise just a little bit. So since I'm using this and scraping it, I kind of want to add some of the blue in, and I have some bright pink of the gloss spray also. Have a little bit left on there, so I think I'm just going to do it because why not? Let's see if it will spray. Because sometimes it won't. These get clogged so bad. Okay, I'm just going to pull the lid off. I'll add a little bit of color in, and then let's do this again and see what happens. I really like the color variation that she got from doing this, and I'm sure it's because I'm using a different product and I may have added too much ink. I really don't know. Okay, I like it. You can see that it has some other color in it. I kind of want to just splatter a little bit more. have this pinky purple. This one says it's fuchsia. It all depends on the gloss spray. It makes this little... I just want to add a little bit of the pink in since it's my grand girls. Okay. I think that's good. I am going to let this dry really good and clean everything up. I know it's hard to see. Let's see if I can bring it closer. Doesn't it look cool? I'm going to let this dry all the way so that we can glue to it and everything, and then I will come back. Alright, I'm back, and I let this dry for a little while on its own, but then I did use my heat gun. I spritzed the back with water to flatten it out. Now, on her layout, I loved it because it had all the white space, but y'all know I have such issues with leaving white space, so I only have a very minimal amount. So, let's just start building our layout. So, I'm going to use this. I don't know which way I want to use it. I think I want to use it like this. Kind of reminds me of the worm tunnels. Like if you ever saw the little thing where you could keep your own, like the ant farms and how they create the tunnels and all that stuff. Alright, I think I'm going to use my tacky glue to glue this down, since I am gluing it on the texture paste, and this is a little bit heavier, so I'm going to be generous with the glue so that it holds it down. And I thought I would just leave it a little bit bigger because I could just do this because of my photos. But this will, I can put my pictures on this and it'll help pop them up. So, and give it a little more dimension also. So I'm just holding this down for a second to make sure it glues good. And then I have my photos, and I already matted them in the same paper I created the title and all that stuff from. Let's see here. I think that's how I want to do it. And I'm just going to continue with the tacky glue. If I can get it out. It's getting low, so it don't want to come out. And it's cold. Okay. And I'm just going to do half. And then at the top, I'm just going to put a piece of foam tape to help level it out, since there's going to be a difference in the amount of space. I'm going to do the same thing here. And add this one. Let's see. Actually, I might tuck it a little bit under. Okay. Sorry if there's a glare. I'm trying to work out my lighting again since I've changed it a little bit. I got tacky glue on my fingers now. I'm going to just put my title over here like they did. And I'm going to put it on foam. And I actually think I'm going to double up on this to make it a little bit taller so it'll level it out evenly. And then I'll just add a little bit of glue. Well, I can probably use regular glue since I'm going to be gluing it to the picture. Okay. I'm just going to put it right here. Alright, and then I have this big worm I created. I don't know, I kind of wanted to put him up here at the top, but I don't know if I still want to do that or not. Maybe I'll put him there. Let's add a little bit of foam tape down here. Oops. Let's just put him here like he's inching along after this. Maybe this is mother and daughter. I don't know if worms are even male and female. I don't know. Alright. I think that's looking pretty cute on its own. Let's see if we could add in some more creepy crawlies here that I have. I have these that came from a swap that have the pink in them. Sorry for the crinkling. I don't know who made these. I don't think they signed them. But I think this could be cute. Let's put the pink down here. You can always put that on foam up there. We have a moth. Could put that there on foam. Have a dragonfly. But I kind of want more crawly stuff that you would find if you was actually digging around in the dirt. That orange is kind of a little bit much. I might could color it with a marker over it and change the color of it. These other ones aren't really detailed. They're just kind of the shadows, which I could still use them. I don't know when else I would really use bugs on my layout. I could put them in here and there, I guess. Here's one, this one. Okay, I might use that. I kind of want to stick to using the same things. Okay. This video is getting a little long, so let me glue everything down and I'll come back and show you how I finished it off. Alright, so I added all my little bugs that I decided to use. Look how textured it is. It looks so cute. I did color this one with some dark brown over top of the orange just to tone it down. Glued my bugs. Got my cardboard there. I had some little bugs, whoops, peeking out. They kind of blend in. It's hard to see them on camera. But I will definitely post close-ups at the end. I think the last thing I want to do is, since I didn't leave as much white space, I want to just take my black pen and go around and like draw a frame around the edges of the page. And I like to draw multiple, if y'all watch, y'all know, just so that it hides the imperfections of it not being straight. And I always draw 3. But I feel like it just finishes it off to kind of frame it out. And there we go. And then I will look up the dates for these and put that on there. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and go check out everyone else playing along with Off the Board. And until tomorrow, bye y'all.